These are the two properties linked to Sir Keir Starmer that were damaged in a suspected arson attack. The doors of the two homes in North London both suffered fire damage within 24 hours of each other. Scotland Yard said tonight it is probing whether the two blazes are linked, as well as a vehicle fire on the same street last Thursday that is connected to Starmer in a potential arson spree targeting the PM. Counter-terror cops today launched an investigation into the latest blaze at the Premier's £2 million townhouse this morning, where neighbours had heard a loud bang. Officers were searching gardens nearby for a projectile, with one neighbour telling Mail Online it may have been a firebomb attack. Starmer, his wife Victoria and their children moved into an apartment in 10 Downing Street after the election last July. Investigators believe that the fire at the previous home may have been started deliberately in the middle of the night. No arrests have been made. It is currently being treated as suspicious as investigations continue into the cause of the blaze. The PM has thanked the emergency services, with his spokesperson saying they were unable to comment further. A Met Police spokesperson said, "The investigation team are also considering two other incidents, a vehicle fire in Northwest 5 on the 8th of May and a fire at the entrance of a property in N7 on the 11th of May, and are investigating whether they may be linked to the fire in Northwest 5 on the 12th of May. At this early stage of the investigation, officers are working to establish the circumstances of all three fires and are keeping an open mind as to whether there is any connection. Both incidents are being treated as suspicious at this time, and inquiries remain ongoing." Sources told that Scotland Yard's SO-15 Counter-Terrorism Command's investigation is understood to be routine given the high-profile nature of the owner. The fire is said to have only damaged the porch of the property, with the door and brickwork charred and black. The blaze did not spread further indoors. It is not known if the property was occupied at the time, but no one was hurt. Forensics officers have been combing for evidence outside the property all day after the blaze broke out at 1:11 a.m. Neighbour Charles Grant, 66, told Mail Online officers had been searching his garden for a projectile that someone may have thrown into the rear of his property, but they did not find anything. "From what other people on the road have told me today is that someone tried to throw a firebomb into Keir Starmer's house, but nobody was hurt, and I don't think the damage was too extensive," he said. The front door of Starmer's house is shut and still standing. The door and the brickwork is charred and black, and it smells of burnt stuff. The police said the damage is not extensive, just needs a bit of paintwork. London Fire Brigade, LFB, confirmed there has been a damage caused to the front of the home, with the flames being brought under control by 1:33 a.m. A next-door neighbour described the fire as scary and told how he had been woken up in the early hours by a loud bang. "It was a loud bang, what sounded like glass shattering. It was scary." The male neighbour, who did not wish to be named, told The Sun according to the PM's entry in the Register of Ministerial Financial Interests, Sir Keir rents out the family home. Pictures show the front porch area charred, where just 5 years earlier Starmer and his wife Victoria stood to applaud the NHS during the height of the coronavirus pandemic. The Metropolitan Police is investigating the blaze, with a spokesman for the force saying officers were alerted at 1:35 a.m. Sales Director Corey Adds, Head 48, who has lived on the road adjacent to Starmer for 3 years, told at 1 a.m. "I heard police sirens and police lights were flashing through the bedroom window. When I woke up and went to work the next morning, there were no police cordons. But they went up, according to my wife, between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. this afternoon. I mean, it's pretty weird that would be the one door in the area to catch on fire at that time at night. But I don't know if anyone is living in the house all night." A 56-year-old woman who has lived in the area for more than 12 years said, "It is generally a very safe area. I feel sorry if anyone has been targeted or attacked in this way." Another neighbour told The Sun said they had seen forensics officers outside of the property all day. "It seems like they're taking it very seriously," the 58-year-old said, who did not wish to be named. Others told how last Wednesday a car had been set on fire opposite the home. It is not known if the two incidents are connected. A Met Police spokesperson said, "Officers attended the scene. Damage was caused to the property's entrance, nobody was hurt." The fire is being investigated and cordons remain in place while inquiries continue. Anyone with information is asked to call police on 101 quoting CAD for 4112 May. It's not clear what caused the blaze. However, a number of forensics officers in blue and white overalls were seen in the street on Monday afternoon. A spokesperson for LFB added, "The brigade was called at 0111 and the fire was under control by 0133. 2 fire engines from Kentish Town Fire Station attended the scene." The PM's official spokesman said, "I can only say that Prime Minister thanks the emergency services for their work and it is subject to a live investigation. So I can't comment any further."